Hello everyone, back into today's first video, to European outlook for today's first video. So as always, on a Thursday, we're having a look at the weather in detail for the next week, 10 days for Europe. And I should get on with you very shortly. Just say that the second video coming up later on today will be the 10 to 14 day video update with all of the regular features. That's going to be a very, very interesting watch, I can promise you that. And then tonight we're going to have Snow Watch, and that'll be like combined with the 12Z model update as well. So much going on at the moment, so much to check out and to keep an eye on. It's hard to get all the videos in, to be honest, but we will be doing a Snow Watch for you tonight, and it'll be combined with like a 12Z look ahead as well, given the model output is so extremely interesting at the moment. But starting us all off is the European outlook. So you do need to be subscribed to GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel to be able to see these videos, because we don't embed these GavsWeatherVids.com website. These are YouTube exclusives, along with the USA forecast that we do on a Wednesday. So subscribe to the channel and make sure you click the bell and notification icon thing, and then you'll be notified by YouTube when we release these videos every Thursday. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, this situation across Europe today then. So we've got cold air in place over Scandinavia. That's been there now for several weeks. We've got low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic, and southern and southwest Europe under a slight ridge of high pressure has turned a little bit milder. So these are how the upper air temperatures are looking. Bitterly cold across many parts of Scandinavia. That's cold air backs into the west of Russia, but northeast of Europe as well. Pretty cold down this eastern side of Europe. There hasn't been all that much cold air down the eastern side of Europe this winter, but we have got a little bit today from Black Sea down towards Greece. Out in the west and the southwest of Europe, it's much milder there. So it has turned milder for Ireland and the UK, although the far north Scotland is still pretty cold. But the mildest temperatures, in terms of the upper air temperatures, anyway, are through France and down into Spain and Portugal. Actually quite warm across the southern parts of Spain. Not doing too badly at all there for temperatures. So this is how precipitation is looking today. Of course, we've got snow with that very cold, bitterly cold air across Scandinavia and northeastern Europe. Outbreaks of rain turning to snow over hills across Scotland, some of that extending down through the Low Countries and particularly into Germany. We've also got some wet weather across France. However, much of southern Europe is actually dry from Spain, Portugal in the west, right way over towards the Greek islands in the east. There is plenty of dry weather around today. Coldest in the north and the east, so bitterly cold across Scandinavia. Of course, those cold temperatures do extend down the east side of Europe, as I say. So sub-zero really across many parts of eastern Europe. Mildest temperatures out in the west, particularly around Spain and into the central part of the Mediterranean, where we've got temperatures up to around 20 degrees across southern parts of Spain. 2021, that's very balmy, 70 Fahrenheit, very nice spell of winter warmth down there. Right, so going through to tomorrow, we find low pressure clearing away to the east from the UK, that's heading off into Germany and the Low Countries. That's going to pull cold air back into the west of Europe from Scandinavia. Still bitterly cold across Scandinavia and northeastern parts of Europe. And then southern Europe again, perhaps turning a little bit more unsettled tomorrow, but still looking pretty mild down there. Upper air temperatures look like this. So the coldest temperatures again across the far north of Europe through Scandinavia into the northeast. Cold air begins to return southwards through the UK and probably going down in towards Ireland as well. So in fact pushing down to northern Germany and Belgium, Holland and the Netherlands too. Further south across much of southern southwest Europe, still looking quite warm through the Mediterranean. So we've got outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow here across western and central parts of Europe, turning increasingly to snow, of course, as that pushes into the cold air further east. Some snow up over parts of Scandinavia as well, generally quite light, but does get a little bit heavy around the Baltic Sea into parts of Finland. Some heavy snow through there. Heavy showers and snow down into the Balkans as well as we go through the course of tomorrow. Much of the Mediterranean, though, still looking mainly dry, and more wet weather knocking on the door of the Republic of Ireland by the end of the day. Temperatures tomorrow look like that, bitterly cold for northern Europe and also in the east and the northeast as well. Mildest in the southwest and through much of the Mediterranean. Now, Saturday, low pressure will be just to our southwest in the UK and Ireland on Saturday, bringing a cold easy wind ahead of it. I could see some of the rain turning to snow across parts of England and Wales. Bitterly cold with this trough over Scandinavia, so very cold through there. Turning more and more unsettled, I think, down to Mediterranean as a jet stream and this cooler air begins to push further southwards as well. Our temperatures looking very cold across many parts of northern Europe, so from Scandinavia right way over into west of Russia and down into parts of northern Poland and Germany, beginning to turn increasingly cold through there with the upper air temperatures. Cold air digging back in across the UK as well, and even down into like southern and southwestern Europe where it is at the moment very mild, quite warm. It is starting to turn cooler as the jet stream is shifting southwards and these westerly winds are picking up once again. So northern Europe will be very cold and there will be snow around in places as well. A little bit light and patchy, but, you know, further snowfalls to come for northern parts of Europe. Then we've got outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow here through Ireland, much of England and Wales, into the Low Countries, into Germany, down into France as well. So the further south you go, the more that will be like rain. Further north you go, however, on the northern edge of that precipitation, there will be the risk of some potentially quite significant snow. Heavy snow over the Alps as well, and some heavy showers and no doubt snow on hills and mountains breaking out for northern parts of Spain as well. Much of the Med still looking mostly dry, but I think the shower risk will be increasing. Very cold for much of northern Europe. That cold air is actually spreading southwards and westwards actually as we go through into weekend. So for example, Scotland will be barely above freezing on Saturday. Most of Germany looks sub-zero. Much of the Low Countries struggling to get much above freezing. And as you go further north and east of that, it gets even colder, bitterly cold across Scandinavia and northeastern parts of Europe. Down to Mediterranean, still pretty mild through there as you would expect. It is southern Europe, but not as warm as it is right now, especially across Spain. Through into Sunday, so cold air is still in situ over northern Europe. Low pressure again, trying to come in off the Atlantic all the time, coming against that cold air and struggling. Notice the jet stream is moving further southwards, possibly threatening more unsettled weather down into southern parts of Europe. Most parts of northern Europe looking cold or very cold, bitter over Scandinavia and northeastern Europe. Minus temperatures are down in the south across southern parts of Europe on Sunday. Precipitation wise, so snow showers, snow flurries for northern and northeast Europe. Heavy showers, longer spells of rain, could be snow mixed in as well in the southeastern corner. Outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow through Ireland into southwest England and then down into western parts of France and just going into northern Spain. Most of the central western part of Med is looking mainly dry, and much of Eastern Europe looks mainly dry as well on Sunday. Bitterly cold again through much of northern Europe, and not as warm as it is at the moment across southern parts of Europe. Monday, we'll see the next area of low pressure starting to move in from off the Atlantic in towards UK and Ireland. We still remain that bitterly cold air across northern parts of Europe. It looks like low pressure begins to get going across Italy as well. So upper air temperatures still looking very cold through most parts of central, northern and western Europe on Monday. Mildest upper air temperatures are through France, Spain, Portugal, and then through the Mediterranean as well. Looking pretty mild in this eastern and southeastern part of Europe as well. The emphasis is more towards drier weather, I think, for many northern, central, western parts of Europe on Monday, but of course it will be very cold. Precipitation down across southern parts of France, through the Alps into southern Germany. Again, that will be primarily snow. Heavy showers and thunderstorms beginning to get going across southern parts of Italy as well. Some of those might start extending over towards Greece. Mainly dry through Spain, Portugal and the central bowl of Mediterranean. The next batch of wet weather is heading in towards the Republic of Ireland by the end of the day. Very cold day through most of Europe once again, with temperatures well below freezing through most northern, eastern and northeastern parts of Europe, and even out in the west like Ireland, UK, really struggling with those temperatures on Monday. So it's a pretty cold day for Monday. Mildest upper air temperatures again, mildest surface temperatures I should say, and upper air temperatures too actually, for southern and southwestern parts of Europe. Low pressure back in on Tuesday into west, turning it wet and windy for Ireland, the UK, possibly into northern parts of France as well. Of course, that's bumping up against the cold air that's in place over northern Europe, so there'll be funny games with that. Rain turning to snow. Pressure trying to rise a little bit down in the southwest again, possibly bringing some slightly drier and warmer weather back into southern Europe. Notice the plus 10 Celsius ice firm coming back into southern Spain. We've actually got plus 15 Celsius ice firm across the northern parts of Africa. So warmer air is trying to push up from the south, but of course got this very cold air equally further north. It is getting milder though, this low pressure generally across the west of Europe on Tuesday. So temperatures do lift up a little bit on Tuesday. We've got outbreaks of rain spreading eastwards across many parts of West Europe. It will turn to snow as it bumps into the cold air. So much of the UK and Ireland get rain on Tuesday, but as this pushes over into the Low Countries, Western Germany, I think there'll be increasing risk of snow developing there on the northern and eastern edge of that wet weather. Outbreaks of rain through France. I mean, that extends down through Bay of Biscay into northern parts of Spain and Portugal. As it gets into the Pyrenees, there will be a risk of snow. Many northern parts of Europe mainly dry, but there are snow showers and snow flurries around. Much of Eastern Europe dry. Then big showers and thunderstorms here in the southeastern portion of the Mediterranean. So Turkey and down to Greece, torrential rain and storms possible through there. If anything, it's getting even colder across northern and northeastern Europe. Look how bitter it's looking through these northeastern states up into west of Russia and especially over Scandinavia as well. That cold air extends back into Germany and Poland. Still hanging on across Scotland, generally milder across west, southwest Europe and pretty much of Mediterranean. Wednesday we'll see low pressure becoming stuck really across the west of Europe. It's not progressing eastwards and northeastwards as you would normally expect low pressure to do in the winter. It's not sweeping through Scandinavia into western Russia. Instead, the cold air just fending it off and remaining in place across northern parts of Europe. It'll also join a southerly wind though through the Med and into this eastern and southeastern part of Europe. So upper air temperatures, real north-south split here. Much of southern Europe actually looking quite warm, northern Europe looking bitterly cold, and then in between we have a swathe of very unsettled weather marking the boundary. So Scandinavia bitterly cold, and there will be snow showers around, more prolonged spells of snow from Denmark through the southern portion of the Baltic Sea into northeastern parts of Europe. We've got outbreaks of rain through southern Germany, through much of the Low Countries into the UK, and extending down through France, in Spain and Portugal as well. Most areas eastwards of that through the Med looking mainly dry, beginning to dry up across Turkey and Greece as well. Surface temperatures, again, extremely cold for northern Europe, but pretty warm actually down in the Mediterranean. And when we get through to Thursday, and if anything, that trough of low pressure is beginning to slip southwards, and we start to get wind back into the east once again across northern Europe. So those very cold upper air temperatures are beginning to expand and push southwards and westwards across many parts of northern Europe. At the same time, those southern southeastern Europe again looking pretty warm with those upper air temperatures. Outbreaks of rain across western and southwestern parts of Europe. Could be torrential rain and thunderstorms through Spain, Portugal and into France as well, probably turning increasingly to snow, so that pushes up into Germany. We've got outbreaks of rain probably turning increasingly to snow through parts of UK and Ireland, extending up in towards southern Scandinavia, around Denmark, into southern Baltic Sea, where of course it's bitterly cold with snow showers and snow flurries across Scandinavia itself. Those surface temperatures show that the cold air is expanding out. It's bitter cold across Scandinavia and northeastern parts of Europe, and those cold temperatures are expanding and pushing slightly further westwards with time. Southern and southeastern parts of Europe looking milder. I'll just run you on up to day 10. This is Friday the 5th of February. Again, high pressures out to northwest of the UK, putting in a very cold easterly wind across much of northern Europe, and that continues into the weekend of the 6th and 7th of February. High pressure towards the north of Scotland, winds in from the east. Most parts of Europe by this point will be turning cold with those east winds. Look at the upper air temperatures by the 10th of February. Most parts of Europe are being plunged well and truly into the freezer. Hints of the beast from the east awakening from its slumber. Right, that's it then. So that's your European outlook for today. We'll do it all over again next Thursday. We're going to be back later on with your 10 to 14 day video update that have all breaking features included. I can tell you now that this is the GFS midnight run that was used for this 10-day forecast. But I can tell you now that the GFS 6Z has gone exceptionally cold this morning. You're going to see that in the 10 to 14 day update, and I shall show you that a little bit later on this afternoon. For this video, that's all for now, and thanks for watching. See you soon.